Hey, it's Annie. Today I am going to share my little eyebrow trick. As you can see, I've already done one. I'm going to do the other. This is not perfect, but this is what I've been doing. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me what have I been doing differently. So that is what I'm going to share today. Before we get started, please make sure you click that button below, hit the subscribe button. I share new videos every single week. And click on the notification bell too. Anytime I share a new video, you will be notified. Always leave me a comment. I always reply back because I love chatting with you guys. All right, so my eyebrows are very sparse, as you can see. Can you see that? You can hardly see. I've been losing eyebrows. I just started using actually a lash serum because I'm waiting for my brow serum to arrive. Still hasn't arrived. It got lost in the mail. I'll share more about that soon in another video. But in the meantime, I started using my lash serum, and so I can see like there's little hairs growing in there, but my eyebrows are very blonde and they're very sparse. So I've had to change the way I was doing my eyebrows. I'm actually working on something else. I'm trying another technique as well, but I want to practice that one a little bit more before I share it with you guys. So this is what I've been doing now. This was actually, I saw this on someone else's channel. I can't remember her name, but I will try to remember to link her video below. Her video was different, but her video inspired me to think of a way that I could do it differently. So in her video, she uses eyelash glue. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is use an eyebrow gel. Now I'm using the Anastasia clear gel. That's what I always use, my brow gel. And I usually use that last, but I'm now using it first. And the reason that I'm doing it first is because I need, my brows just lay flat and they look really, really thin. So what I do is I put my brow gel on like this. I'm gonna put a little bit more on. I put some on already. And what it does is it'll just kind of start to, pull my brows up, make them look a little bit thicker already. And then I just kind of shape these that way. And then I let it go and let it dry. Now in her video, she uses eyelash glue. And the reason that I don't want to use eyelash glue is because eyelash glue is hard to get off. It's not really easy. I've never had an experience where it's been easy for me to take off. If I've had it left on my eye, sometimes I have to be careful, but you have to work at it sometimes to get it off. And I am losing eyebrows. So I didn't want to put anything on my eyebrows that I'm gonna have to really, really work and tug it too much and then they're gonna fall out. This is not hard for me to get out. I just use my regular, I use my cleansing balm and then I go over it with my eye makeup remover and it's not a problem at all. So that's why I wanted to try this. And then I want to dry this a little bit more because I just put some more on. I'm just taking my fan here. And so then once it dries, then I'm going to start to shape it. And I've been just using my Anastasia pencil. I do like the Benefit. I'm looking for it as I'm letting this dry. I do like the Benefit pencil as well. I don't have it in front of me. I think it's Precisely Brow or something like that. That's a good one too. But I'm using the Anastasia today. So I'm just going to go ahead, take this. I use the color Caramel. It just works best for me with my hair. And I just start shaping it. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. You'll see it's not perfect, okay, but it's working for me. I have to use my magnifying mirror here so I can see it a little bit closer. So then once I do that, then I will go ahead and go on the bottom and I'll make little strokes here. And I can see where there's hairs that are still starting to grow back. And remember with your brows, they're both not going to match. It's frustrating. I hate that. So that's what I've been doing. Hopefully you're seeing that when I'm doing this. I have to make sure I'm looking in that mirror. Okay. So I just went underneath here and I'm making little strokes here. And I think I have a couple little hairs I have to get up there. Let's see. No, maybe not. And then before I go there, then I'll just go right here and I'll do the same thing. I'm just following my brows, but by brushing them up a little bit more, it just makes my brows look a little bit thicker when I do that. And that's why I've been doing that. And then I will go down here, following it all the way down till I get to a low point there. So then I'll start taking my little pencil and just doing little strokes this way. I never, with my brush, I see people do it, I don't know how they do it. I don't get those little precise lines, even with my precise brow, and even this, I never do. I don't know how you get that. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but anyway, this is what I do. Now you can use a powder if you want. You can outline it and then you can fill it in with a powder. They don't seem to last on me as long as a pencil though. When I do it, I feel like it's all worn off. And I don't touch my eyes, so I don't know. So then I'll go in here and I'll start in here. And then I'll start to bring this up like this. And I will do strokes going up like this. And you're just filling it in. Then I will take my Chanel pencil. There's a couple that I use. So I'll take this one. It's got a big spoolie on one side. And then the other side's a little bit softer. And I also like to use my Anastasia brow because I like this little stiff brush. I kind of go between both. So first I just kind of take this big fluffy spoolie and I brush this down, kind of go across this way. And you'll hear the gel because there's gel in it, but I'm not going to go all the way through. I'm just kind of lightly doing it. And then here I'll just kind of bring it up a little bit more. And then I'll take this end that's a little bit softer and I just kind of soften the edges a little bit. Now this is not going to be a 5-minute eyebrow thing. Eyebrows take me a little bit longer now because of my brows. So just know that this isn't going to be like you're going to do it and you're going to be done in 5 minutes. This is probably going to be the one thing that's going to take you the longest. It's sort of a pain. But eyebrows are so important and you can see what my eyebrows look like before. I have a couple little hairs down here that are growing, and I don't want to pluck those out. I'm just going to keep that, even though they look kind of weird. So then I always look at my mirror too that's in front of me. I always look at my big mirror and then I look close up because it can, your brows can look a little bit different close up as opposed to far away. So I just want to make sure that they look pretty, as even as possible. They're not going to look perfect. And that's all I do. And then to finish it up, I have been doing this and it just kind of helps clean it up a little bit. So I actually ordered a better brush. I'm just going to show you this brush and you can't even get this anymore. But it's just a small little brush here. It's kind of slightly angled or rounded. Can you see that? Another brush that works pretty good too is a small angled brush. Let me see here. Let's see, where's my other brush? This one. So you can even get a small angled brush like that and use it. Do you see how that's angled? So what you want to do is take a little bit of concealer. I'm just using my Kat Von D. I don't think this is the best concealer to use with this. I'm going to get a different concealer. I think it's the Urban Decay Skin. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it is. I used to have that. I think that would work much better for this, and I'm going to get some of that. But, so you don't want to use Shape Tape or anything like that. But I just take a little bit and get it on my brush, and then I wipe it off. You don't want too much on. And then I want to get right underneath where I was lining. And all this does is it just cleans it up. And this is an extra step, but I think it's worth it because I think, and then I'll take my brush and I'll just blend it out. You want to use very little, and just little strokes like I'm doing. And this just helps clean it up. It just makes it look a little bit more defined and cleaned up. Like I said, this is not the best concealer to use with this. It just dries too fast. You know, you can't really work with it. I'm gonna do the same on the top part here. Yeah, this is not a good brush to use, you'll see, because it's kind of sloppy here. Let me do it again. Just want to get some of my brush, but I gotta blot it out a little bit. And I just outline it. You could even outline it in the corner there if you need to. And I just follow my brow. And then I'll wipe it off. And then I'll blend it out. Just like that. And I'll still go back. I really play around with them a lot more. I'll still go back, and I'm going to use my Anastasia this time. This is a much stiffer spoolie. Just like that. And like I said, I'll look in my mirror and just make sure everything looks good. Then I'll go back again and I'll put just a little bit more there. And then I'll put it right there. And that's what I've been doing differently on my brows. I just feel like my brows look fuller now. They're not as thin, but even close up I think they still look good close up. If you have thin brows, I hope this will be helpful to you as well. And I will keep you updated once I start using the eyebrow serum. I will keep you updated and see how they're growing in, but at least for now, I feel like this is working for me. So I hope that this was helpful and informative. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share this video. I know this will be helpful to many. And make sure that you follow me on Instagram or leave me a comment, and I will see you real soon. Bye.